Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everyone and welcome to my presentation. Thank you for watching my video. My name is Cici Cendriawati and I'm a lecturer at Faculty of Economics and Business, Universitas Islam Bandung, West Java, Indonesia. At this opportunity, I will explain to you about my research entitled Pesantren Leadership Model in the Disruptive Era, which is submitted to Social and Humanities Research Symposium 2020. At this presentation, I will divide it into 4 main sections. The first is introduction, the second is research method, and then the result, and the last one is the conclusion. And this presentation will take around 10 minutes. First of all, let me introduce our research first. Here is the title of our research. Yes, in line with this title, the objective of our research is to develop leadership model used in pesantren in facing the changes and challenges may happen in the disruptive era. Okay, first, let's talk about this graph. In fact, the number of pesantren in 2020 is around 26,000, right? This number is quite high, of course, but unfortunately, this number is still lower compared to the number of other educational institutions in Indonesia that reach more than 150,000 educational institutions, except the pesantren. Beside of this fact, this graph also shows that the reason why we choose pesantren as the object of our study. This graph shows that there are decreasing number of pesantren from 2016 to 2020, from 28,000 to 26 or maybe to 27,000. Why this happened? It is related to the lack of sustainability of pesantren, right? This condition may be influenced by the disruption era in the educational sector, where pesantren may be displaced by the other educational institution, and this is the big problem for pesantren. Here are several issues faced by the pesantren today. The first issue is related to the declining market. It is related to the decreasing number of students in the pesantren itself. The second one is related to the lack of financing, and the other one is related to the lack of trust from the society. The other one is related to the higher living cost in pesantren from year to year, and the other issues is about the leadership style or model of the leader, which means the kiai of the pesantren itself, that we will discuss in this presentation. Besides of that two reasons, the other reason why we choose pesantren as our object in this research is related to the high economic potential of pesantren itself. Yes, of course, there are a lot of potential from pesantren, which is related to the economic potential, right? The first one is related to the cooperatives, SMEs, and Islamic economic sector. There are more than 1,800 pesantren that have potential economic in this sector. The second one is agribusiness sector, where there are 1,500 pesantren that have potential in this sector. And the third one is in farming sector. Maybe there are more than 1,100 pesantren with potential in this farming sector. And this is the distribution of pesantren in each province. This is the reason why we choose West Java as our object. It is because in this map we know that West Java is the province with the highest number of pesantren in Indonesia. So we choose 3 pesantrens with has a characteristic that applying entrepreneurship concept in their activities. And to reach our objective, which is to help the pesantren reach their sustainability, we use qualitative approach. Why? It is because we want to dig deeper information about the leadership model applied in the pesantren, and also to help us get more information. We also use multiple case study method, which is we use 3 case studies, which mean 3 pesantrens as our objects, so we can get more information about their issues and then their obstacles and their leadership model applied today. And we do some interview technique, which is semi-structured interview. to several interviews in the pesantren from the kiai or the leader of pesantren, and then the students, the teacher, and the staffs of the pesantren. So we got several data we need for this study, and we do a transcript for our interview result, and using Atlas TI to process the data. So we get the word clouding result, which is the keywords, important keywords we need to develop the leadership model in this study. And also we do open coding to support the data and to get more important keywords for our result, which is the result expected in this study is leadership model. And here are the results of this study. From the interview result from 3 pesantren studied, we got that there are 2 leadership style or 2 leadership model used in the pesantren. The first one is entrepreneurial leadership model, and the second one is situational leadership model. And this is the fact or the empirics that show that the pesantren use entrepreneurial and situational leadership model. And this is the word clouding result that shows that entrepreneurship concept become the basic concept applied in the pesantren. And this is the model for the first leadership model, which is the entrepreneurial leadership model. Actually, there are 5 basic skills in entrepreneurial leadership model. The first skills is spiritual skills related to the live with Quran, live with Allah, and Islamic 7 habits. And the second one is conceptual skills, whether the students teach about how to manage their skills related to the management principles. There are operation, marketing, human resource, financing, and strategic management. The third skills is analytical thinking or technical skills. There are analytical thinking, how to generate idea, how to solve problem. The other skills is life skills, is how to develop self-confidence to the students and teachers and the staffs. And the last skills is, of course, entrepreneurship skills itself. It is related to how identify the opportunity, how to exploit the opportunity, how to manage the risk, how to take initiative, and how to get a highly motivation to do the business. In the first side of the entrepreneurial leadership model is related to how the role of entrepreneurial leadership in overcoming challenges and recognizing and exploiting opportunities in an entrepreneurial environment. Several intervening conditions that influence the objective achievement maybe is about the attributes, family, culture, and experience of the leader itself. So to reach the objective, to reach the competitive advantage, and to reach sustainability, the leader of the pesantren apply entrepreneurial leadership skills. There are 5 skills as I told before. So from these skills, the leader trying to help the students to create their own business, to commercialize the business, and to manage their business by own self. So at the end, it is expected that the students can create a successful business in the market. This is for the entrepreneurial leadership model, and this is the whole model for the entrepreneurial leadership model. And the second one is the situational leadership model. There are 4 models. The first one is directing. This is for people with low competence and various commitment. The leader trying to direct and about how and what to do to the teachers, students, and staffs. The second one is coaching. The leader become a coach. This is for some people with some competence and some commitment, where the leader motivate, influence, and develop the people's skills in the pesantren. The third one is participating or supporting for people with high competence and various commitment, where the leader allows people to do their goals but still participating on it. And the last one is delegating for people with high competence and high commitment, where the leader is delegating the goal and decision making to the teachers, staffs, or the students. And this is the conclusion. In brief, there are two types of leadership in our study. The first one is entrepreneurial and situational leadership model. The both leadership model are applied to help the pesantren in increasing the competitive advantage and to reach sustainability in this disruptive era. And the last one is, apart from the applied situational and entrepreneurial leadership models, the leader in the pesantren basically apply to leadership keys that become characteristic of their pesantren, which are imamah and khilafah. Imamah means that the leader becomes the role model and has a responsibility towards the teachers, staffs, and students, as well as society. And the second one is khilafah, which means that the leader becomes motivator and supervisor for the teachers, staffs, and students in the pesantren. Okay, that's all of my presentation. I hope you got some benefits from this presentation. Thank you for watching my video. Alhamdulillah, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.